At 29, going on 30, the fear that I haven't done enough in my 20s.
We tend to put so much pressure on ourselves by putting a timeline.
Social media doesn't really help.
Yep. Life is a marathon, not a sprint.
The reality of hitting 30 and knowing that truly you're not like getting any younger.
Maybe hitting that 30 mark, girl. Food don't be digesting like it used to before. Don't breathe foods.
I feel awkward, and I'm not usually an awkward person, but I've become this awkward person.
Growing older is a blessing. Like, who made these
mama
rules?
Let's call it spade. It's men.
Life is still plenty in front of us.
Yeah. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I know this is like a very different setup, but this is a new segment on my channel called Everybody's Crafty.
Everybody's crafty.
Yeah.
I like that.
This is a show where we make conversations while making things. I'm so lucky to have my first guest, the beautiful Layefa Ebitonmo.
I'm very honored to be the first guest.
She's my first
Everybody's
guest.
Crafty. I like that name. That's a very
Yes.
good title.
Thank you. Like I said, this show is the first of its kind, and it is where we make conversations while making things with our hands, because I'm a crafty person, and I found out that when I'm making things is when my thoughts are at their best. It's when I can sieve out thoughts. It's when I can have clarity on things. So I want to have meaningful conversations with people, and I want people to express themselves the same way I feel when I'm doing any type of craft, if it's DIY, painting, crocheting, whatever.
Emphasis on crocheting.
Right. So I want people to, experience that too while having meaningful conversations. So
I get to experience that with her today.
Yes,
and I'm
first
so
time.
excited.
Yeah.
We have a whole
So-
setup in front of us.
I know, right? A whole different view on my channel. With the first episode, we're going to start with a sip and paint session while we talk. We sip and paint.
Yeah.
And I chose sip and paint because I have a prodigy with the brushes with me. Yes. She's a renowned celeb makeup artist, by the way.
Makeup.
Yes, so
Not
I
this
know
kind
you-
of art.
I know you will be killing with these brushes. I will show on the screen what we are painting. So this is like a big sister moment.
FYI, I'm the big sister.
Yes, she is. So I recently turned 29, and I've been having certain fears about turning 30 next year.
The big 30.
Yeah, the big 30. And I just wanted to talk to someone that has crossed that border, and get some insights.
Guys,
what
don't
that
mind
feels
her.
like.
I'm 16.
Sweet 16.
16.
Yeah, while we paint our masterpieces, I'll be sharing some of my fears and hearing what you have to say about that.
All right. Let's do this.
So we have our palette, our brushes, our wine.
So what do we start with exactly? Is it the blue part or the sun or the... How you got? Normally, there's a man telling us how to do things.
I know.
Start with sun. Because you know what? The sun always rises.
Let's begin. This video, this whole thing I'm saying is actually like me being vulnerable, because even my husband, I've not spoken to him about this before.
I feel very special right now. Eric.
Yeah. At 29, going on 30, I know there's some sort of pressure with turning 30 for some reason, especially for women.
Yeah.
So my number one fear is the fear that I haven't done enough. Yeah, at 29, I feel like there's some sort of milestones that I didn't cross on time, and social media doesn't really help.
Yep.
Social media sort of amplifies that fear,
fears, yeah.
because you're seeing your mates. Like even if you've gone a bit far,
You don't even appreciate
you don't appreciate it because your mates seem to have more. So I have the fear of having done enough in my 20s. Did you ever feel like that, and how did you get past that if you did?
When I was younger,
Yeah.
30 was this age that seemed like such a big age.
That's how I feel.
Like, I remember looking at people that were 30 then, and to me, they were old.
Right?
So when my own 30 was coming around the block, I kept waiting for that feeling of, okay, now I'm 30, I have to feel differently. I still feel like such a big baby at 30. I'm 33. I'm still waiting for that feeling at 33 to come, and it still hasn't come. Listening to you talk, I'm shocked because to me, you've done so much at 29. And hearing you say this is shocking because, like, it's very shocking because it just really proves how other people might appreciate you more than you appreciate yourself. Because to me, you are doing so amazing at 29. Like, I could only dream of all the things that you've been able to achieve at your age, and you don't think it's enough. Like, that just goes to show you that it's a mind thing.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to look at other people and think, oh my God, they are doing more. But we never actually sit down and actually look at our journey.
Yeah.
Because if you sit down and look at your journey so far, you would know that you should be tapping yourself on the back. Because we forget to. That's why it's good to raise altars. Because we forget that where you are now is where you once prayed to be.
True.
And now you're living in an answered prayer and you don't even recognize it because you're so busy chasing the next thing that you're supposed to have achieved. There's something one of my pastors in my church, Pastor Lawrence, said: be thankful in everything. Give thanks. In everything, give thanks. And if you are thanking God for the little, he can trust you for more. So I would just say to you that be thankful. Your moves. Hello.
True.
Your moves. Do you know who you are? Hello. I literally was just saying to her on my video just now that she's such a soft, elegant woman.
Oh my.
Like, the people that are in their 30s and they're still trying to figure out how to achieve this femininity that you're exuding so effortlessly.
Oh. Like I said before, like, that's one of the biggest compliments I can get from a fellow elegant woman.
Thank you.
That makes so much sense to me because, like you said, we tend to forget where
Yeah,
we're coming
so we
from
need to be reminded sometimes.
and practice gratitude.
Yes.
I think that's one thing that I'm still struggling to be conscious of. I mean, there are times where I'm like very grateful for where I am right now, but then
sometimes you forget.
Yeah, sometimes I forget.
That's why you need people around you to remind you sometimes.
Yeah.
Life is a marathon, not a sprint. Comparison is the thief of joy. Yeah. I'll be the first to tell you, like, in all my life, that's been a major thing. Like, for example, after secondary school, all my mates went to university. I had 1 extra year. After university, all my mates moved on, and I had 1 extra year. So, like, almost all my life, I've always been behind. So I always felt this way. So not just about 30, I always felt this way. But in hindsight, the journey we're not running the same race. We tend to put so much pressure on ourselves by putting a timeline.
Yeah.
Oh, if you've not done this by 30, life is still plenty in front of us. Yeah. I'm learning to even enjoy the now instead of focusing so much on I've not achieved this.
Thank you so much. So practicing gratitude and looking back to where I started or where I came from, because
that's a way to give yourself perspective, looking back on where you've come from and where you are now.
Hold up, can you guys see your sons?
See what?
I don't know why my mom be like so sexy.
See, I'd already make a mistake by this round when I do an hungry blend again.
You don't even look like someone. Why is my mom orange? So another thing I'm scared of is, I know this one is quite superficial, and I already know the truth, but it's still a fear I have from a woman's perspective.
Your body.
Body, my youth. Exactly. Like, I wouldn't have had that fear at all, but I think what really highlighted that fear is becoming a mom. Yeah. And it's just recently I started trying to get past it and whatnot. But, now the reality of hitting 30 and knowing that truly you're not like getting any younger, but you're not exactly looking old or whatever, that fear is still there. That I might wake up one morning and just have some changes that I will see. So
I'm not exactly a mom, so I can't speak from a mom's point of view. But what I will say is that growing older is a blessing. That's the mindset that I've just used to overcome that whole feeling of I'm getting older. There are people that are your age that didn't live to be where you are today. We tend to see growing old as a negative thing. That's why you see women online when they are getting older, they say, oh my God, she doesn't look beautiful anymore. That is society making us feel like there's something wrong with, like, age with grace, age with joy. And your inside, showing your outside very well. If you just embrace it and, of course, do as much as you can to, your body's a temple. Yeah. You have to take care of this temple that you've been given. Before, I didn't used to work out. I not used to work out before. But growing older, especially when you be hitting that 30 mark, girl, food don't be digesting like it used to before. So my sister before, I would pack food on my plates and my tummy will not even rise at all. Now,
same.
Hey,
same.
I love breed foods. My tummy will make I just had this mindset now of anything I cannot control. Why am I allowing it to make me sad, please? It's part of growing older. It's part of life. It's life. I just feel like women, we are so hard on ourselves. That's why you see men with their pot belly. I was coming from a job today, and me and my staffs were in the car, and we saw one guy whose tummy was so massive. I was just thinking out loud, like, why is it okay for this man's tummy to be this massive, but this same man will see a woman now with small pouch? Oh, this woman, they take care of herself. She's not fine. The expectations from women is crazy. And are we holding men to the same standards? Nope. My sister, see, life is already hard enough without adding more pressure to ourselves. And this body carried a child. We should be putting flowers on the floor.
Right? Actually not. It's not a small feat.
Yes, it's not. I heard something today that I've never even heard before. That someone that was giving birth, in the process of childbirth, she had a broken pelvis.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of that in my entire life until today. Broken pelvis from childbirth. Please, I beg, so hard on yourself, Bikokwa. Just give yourself grace. I remember I told you one day that you're looking great too, you are losing weight too. Oh my God, I can't remember, the baby sounded like he shocked you, like you're not saying it or what. Like, I just always tell people, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace, baby. You're doing great. And you're raising a sweet little angel. Oh my gosh. This my son get us true.
Oh no, your son
and they
is
try to give him
perfect.
depth. They work.
See. You're so good with the brush. I was so right.
I beg.
See my son.
Hey, see your own. I look like eclipse of the moon.
But I find your son.
I tell you that. I don't know which kind of son be this.
They call F1 or
I too.
Another fear that I have is in terms of career, my career path. Sometimes I question it. Before I got married, obviously, I was on a plane, I had a steady job, I was going for jobs and all of that. But I wasn't fulfilled at all in all of that. Before I got married, God already sort of told me that you're just fooling yourself. You are going to build with your husband. I hearkened to the voice of God and just went with that. Obviously, I have my passions and my goals in terms of doing the things that I love. Sometimes I feel like, am I making the right choice? Like, for example, one of my goals when I was opening this channel was spreading God's message and God's love through my own life, how God has impacted my own life, spreading that positivity and talking about real life situations and real life challenges. Sometimes I question it and I have no particular reason why. I think it also still stems from feeling like I haven't done enough.
Yeah.
It intertwines with another fear of being irrelevance the older I get. I was giving an example in my YouTube channel. There's like younger people now doing trendy things and whatnot. Yeah, so sometimes it's a bit challenging to not look at those things. I feel a bit inadequate. Younger people are so energetic. So energetic doing trendy stuff, but sometimes it almost feels like my type of content feels mundane and boring. But that's me. I'm just showing who I am. So I have that fear of being irrelevant quickly because I'm older.
Older, 29.
For some reason, that whole clause of being 30 is maybe society, but they
That's
just
what
make it seem like,
it's just society that is just getting in our heads. Like, who made these rules? Who made these rules?
Let's call it a spade a spade. It's men.
Meanwhile, the men, they're not holding themselves up to that same standard too. And meanwhile, you are here killing as if. In my own personal life, how I see things is my steps are ordered. God says the steps of a righteous man are ordered. So I just have this belief that God is directing me, God is leading me, and He's not going to lead me astray. In this our generation now, we have a problem with sticking with something. And the honest truth is that if you're on the right path, you will know. Like your spirits will confirm it. If you're on the right path, you will know. But that feeling of, oh, am I doing enough? It can be crippling. So you either choose to see it as motivation to do more, to push yourself, or you choose to now see it as you're inadequate, you're not doing enough. It still boils down to comparison, you know?
Yeah, and it's so hard to not compare.
It's very hard. And I've said this thing before on my channel, and I don't exactly check for what people are doing. Like today now, I've not opened my Instagram. Like it's other people that used to give me gists. I'm always the last to see stuff. I just realized that all of that noise can create self-doubts.
True.
It can create self-doubts and make you feel like you are not doing enough. This race is between you and you. It's about being the best version of yourself. Keeping at something, like continuously working hard. Consistency.
Yeah.
Exactly. Consistency has really been my watchword in everything that I've done. It's not about trying 1 billion things. It's about consistently doing one thing and doing it well.
Thank you for that.
You're going to thank me for everything.
Yeah, because I actually really, need this pep talk. I'm very grateful for the reminders.
One thing that I would like to add to the last point is it's very important to have a good support system. Your support system are able to keep you in check and let you know honestly. Like if you don't have people around you that can be blunt with you, you don't have people around you. You need to have people around you that can tell you as it be.
Yeah.
They can tell you are really slacking. So you're not being delusional.
Yeah.
It's very important. They can support you in cheering you up when you're doing good and loving you enough to tell you when you could be doing more.
Many people actually complain that they don't have support.
Yeah.
Some people live in isolation.
And that's not the best way to live.
At all. And that's even a pandemic in this our generation for some reason.
I realized that during COVID. So many people were so alone during COVID.
Yeah. And I think that was like the beginning and the opening of anxiety, depression, because it exposed people to how lonely they really
are.
What were you doing during COVID?
I was with my family.
Nice.
And I almost was going to be by myself in Lagos. My mommy said, no, all of you must come home. Thank God I was not a stubborn child. If not, I would have been alone in my house in Lagos. Hey!
What was I doing in COVID? I was with my husband.
Were you married then?
Nope.
Hello?
But that was actually one of the
deciding.
Yeah, that was one of the bonding periods.
Stay with this man through this COVID lockdown. He's the one.
You guys are doing well.
Why we are?
What
I was doing rubbish.
Life has on is even sharper.
I swear. Yeah, I know that she will be so good at this. See now, see her stance.
Picasso. See me that was nagging. I'm actually enjoying it now.
Yeah, but I think you're right too. You're right about me not wetting this thing well. I think my own is like maths.
As if now me, she for the windmill. It's so nice to see.
Yeah, I like someone that can teach me. I can't teach this one because I'm better than him at this type of artistic stuff. I can't learn from you.
What? See, I used to draw back in school.
You see the draw?
But I will raise up my dead artist career.
How many career you get? You do music. You do. You said this man a rapper before.
Please focus on your music.
Rap.
He had like 2 albums. I'm serious.
Wow, woo.
He even sang one for me the first day he met me.
Oh,
should I sing it for you?
Sing it.
Let me give you a short snippet. Okay. He met me. He couldn't understand. Baba entered studio. Yeah. So this one is something I've been feeling for a long time, like years even. It's the fear of loneliness in terms of friendships. Yeah. I think what makes my own so obvious for me is I schooled in Abuja, I live in Lagos. So once school finished and I came back home, you know that physical attachment with your friends back then, it just goes off. And after spending 4 years with a certain set of people, and then you have to be thrown back to nothing. It's very challenging. And then after that, you start your career, you meet other people. But then for some reason in Lagos, it's almost like friendships are superficial. You meet people in your place of work, but somehow they are just your colleagues. They can be your friends for the time being that you're working there, but it just fizzles out. Because everybody's doing life, everybody's busy, but keeping up friendships is like extra work. Maybe it's in this state, I don't know. I've had to almost come to terms with the fact that I don't really have friends. And I'm the type of person that loves having like...
I'm your friend.
Yeah, you are. You know how you have like 1 million girls around you.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and that's the kind of person I am, but I don't have that. So I have a fear of loneliness, and I actually talked to my husband about it.
Aww.
I'm like, where am I going to make friends? And he'd be like, oh, maybe church. Even in church, when you go to church, I'm trying to make friends. They kind of look at you like, what's this one doing? Like, are you trying to force the friendship? And you are just being yourself and being nice. So it's extra difficult putting yourself out there. And now that I even have a daughter, I don't want her. Yeah, it's harder for me. I don't want her to see that part of me. I wonder if her mom is a girl's girl. Like, why doesn't my mom have friends? I have like one actual friend. See, I've been married for how many years now? 3 years. And I've had only one friend come to my house.
Wow.
Yeah. And I feel like if I can have this problem being lonely in my 20s, will it get worse in my 30s? Yeah, like when do I actually start making friends and going on vacations with friends and going for lunch with friends?
That's a real thing, no?
It is. I've watched a lot of videos, even your videos on friendships and all, but I still had to translate to actually making friends. And when you do make a friend or you think you make a friend, it's not real. Yeah, it's not real.
I can totally relate to you. When I moved to Lagos, I was 26, and I only had one friend in Lagos.
Bumi.
That was Bumi, yeah. And coming to Lagos, I was already slowly becoming the Layefa. So most of the new friendships that I tried to get were very superficial. There were some that even told me to my face that I want to use it for clout too. So I definitely can understand what you're saying. So for me to be where I am now, it's possible for you. So that's the point I was just trying to make. I know that people used to say some things are cliche, but I pray about everything. I used to even pray about the kind of clients I get. I prayed about it because I didn't have family in Lagos. I didn't know people. So even coming to Lagos was a very scary thing for me. Everybody needs people. You need people. It's so important to have your tribe. Do you think you can actually meet the kind of friends that you want? Honestly, think about it for a second.
I think I can, but I don't know where to turn. That's my first hurdle. Okay,
so we've established the fact that at least in your mind you believe, so thank God for that. Number 2, they go out, no lie.
I know they go out.
Oh, now inside house, now you go meet the friends. Hello, Eric. Now inside house, and Eric has friends, right? Hey!
So the point that even if we're together, I told you see what I was saying, that he's very noticeable. When we're together, Naim. Even on our streets, when we're together, Naim. Good afternoon, sir. They know they see me. I'm too short for them. Beside him. That's another thing. I've gotten too comfortable with that.
You accepted. That's what I'm saying. It's a mind thing. You've accepted the fact that maybe this friend thing it's not for me. So you have to start with your mind first of all, and you have to be intentional about it. The friends I have now, I did not meet them at home, and I've always been a girly girl. Like most of my friends were even clients turned friends. If I think about it now, like I can see somebody and say, "Oh my God, you look so beautiful." Yeah,
I do that a lot. Like it's just my nature to do that. But then the look or
and then
the reaction,
cancel. I think it just has to do with intentionality. You cannot be at home and the person with friends. Hello, auntie.
Thing is, I think my career path doesn't really expose me to like.
Yes, that's why intentionality has to come in, because it's not like we have a 9 to 5 that we're meeting people every day. So it's something that you have to be intentional about. Like, say how me and you are gisting right now. If you are in a group, pin class like this, that's how you will be gisting. And that's how, before you know, can I get your Instagram? Can I get your number? Do you know, even social media.
Yeah.
I have very good friends that I met off of social media, like similar interests, you comment, from comments to story responses, to story replies, and then DM and then phone calls, like Lydia Stanley I met her online. So that's another
yeah,
place to meet
Lydia.
friends. Yeah.
Another problem I have with this friendship thing is eventually when it seems like, oh, I can, see a friend in this person. I've had some people turn that friendship into I need.
Anyway.
It's me giving all the time, or it's them dumping their problems for me to solve in terms of financial. So sometimes it gets tiring. I feel like,
Who be these people?
hey,
Where you dey meet them?
I don't know. I think that's another reason why I gave up.
You see? You've admitted
Yeah.
it. You gave up.
I gave
know.
up. My husband was like, maybe it's this Lagos. Everybody's just on the edge or something. And even if you meet somebody, it might be fake, it might not be fake. But you are just going into it with second mind. And it's affected me. I'll actually admit here now that it actually affected my interactions with people. So when I'm even outside, I'm not even a shy person normally, but I've turned into that. Not necessarily shy. Like, I don't even know how to have a conversation until I break a certain barrier, until I'm more comfortable. But I rather just, day. But I'm that kind of person that likes to put myself out there. I think I'm a pretty friendly person. My son, don't get green, no. I know that's
I was wondering why you were putting green there. Not to say anything. Okay, let me ask you a question now.
Yeah.
At my birthday party, were there people that you feel like you clicked with?
I don't think I allowed myself. I feel awkward. And I'm not usually an awkward person, but I've become this awkward person.
I actually have friends that they legit said, I want to be your friend.
I've only done that for one person. The one person I said is my friend. That's not even come to my house.
You see?
Like, I actually reached out to her. I was praying about this friendship thing because I was very sad about it. And I was just like, Holy Spirit, at least direct me to one person. Like why am I on an island? I only have my family. I want one friend. And Holy Spirit just told me, oh, this person could be your friend. Just get over the nervousness and reach out. So I legit just told her, this is what I'm feeling. I think we can be friends. And we've been friends since then.
See? So that should have even given you motivation, safe.
True. So I think, like you said, I'll just be more intentional.
Not be formal too.
What is the tribal marks?
Babe, I told you I have a problem with lines. I don't know how to draw lines. God.
I'm surprised, Sha, that you cannot find friends in church. Not church, let me never say church. A small group in church. Church is too broad for you to find a friend.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm that kind of person that actually likes people around. Like, I want to host
I was
people.
telling him that that's my person. I say when marrying me should be ready.
It's so nice.
It's almost like the same thing that one.
See my own.
See
my own.
Look
Look at the shrubs.
Please, where do you buy all these things from? Because now people have awoken the dragon. Hey, wait! Men are not the me see wetin una don cause. Men are not the year.
You can actually put a head on top of it.
Now the head be this so.
Just the thorax.
Thorax.
You know, Eric studied zoology in school.
That's why he's a master of the zoo. Hey, now it's coming together. It's making sense.
Bars.
Now it's coming together, man. I think you are very hard on yourself.
I am, yeah.
Yes, you are. You're too hard on yourself. And that's one thing you need to learn. That's one way to show self-love. The way you appreciate other people's efforts, appreciate your own efforts like that. So learn, make it a habit. I'm proud of you. It's my dragonfly just spoil
It's
everything.
fine now. It's an artistic dragonfly. Layefa is one of those people that when you go for sip and paint events, they will give you another thing. Layefa will just come with a masterpiece and intimidate everybody there because
It's my sister Essie that is like that. So that one is always the finest.
Okay, so the final fear that I'll talk about now is the fear of time just passing by. It feels like time is moving too fast.
Yeah.
Now I'm 30. Where did the last 5 years go? And inside, I feel like I'm just 17. I still feel like that's 17. I feel like that's why when I stopped growing.
I told you, I said it today, I'm still waiting for that feeling. I'm still such a big baby at heart. It's crazy. As much as you feel like time is passing you by, time is going too fast, time is also very slow.
True.
And because we feel that way, we don't get to appreciate them now. We don't get to live in the moment and appreciate little things.
Yeah.
It's just your mind playing tricks on you. So you by yourself, you have to be conscious. You have to make a mental note to always appreciate every day as it comes. Like live every day like it's your last day on earth. It will make you do more, be more happy, be more present, and enjoy life more.
Thank you. So
It's so cute how Sherry tells me thank you after every point.
yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm too well mannered.
It's not like being too well mannered, love. Especially in a
Thank you,
generation
and
where
please.
all these things are seen as people pleasing.
My daughter said thank you before mama.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a video of her.
That's
She's like,
just to tell you how much mama and dada always says thank you. That's good.
Yes. This conversation has really sparked the art of gratitude. Like I need to practice that more. I need to give myself grace.
Yeah.
I need to not see turning 30 as the end. I need to see it as the beginning of being woven and shaped into a better me. Yes. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
We have
not laugh at
painted
us.
our masterpieces.
Are you ready?
She's a master with the brushes. So here's the big reveal.
1, 2, ready, go.
Comments.
Comments with love.
Yes. She's a master at painting faces and painting
Guys, it's 1 a.m.
canvases.
This is not my best job. It's literally 1 a.m.
This is the best job.
This is
Oh
not
my
best
God,
job.
this is you at your
the
worst?
least. Yeah, this is my worst.
Jesus.
This is my dragonfly. It's so funny.
My own looks sick. So what we're going to do now, you're going to mark your name.
Yes.
And you're going to keep this as a memorandum that
Of our
you were
time
on
here.
everybody's Crafty.
I want to come again.
Yeah, definitely.
Invite me again.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Layefa, for launching this with me. And to be
I'm so
honest, like
honored.
forget that, we know each other, but this was very exhilarating for me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy to hear that.
So thank you guys for joining us on this special episode. We just filmed a video on her channel too,
Yes,
so you can go
watch that.
So yeah.
Moose shared some really amazing nuggets that you want to know. So head over to my channel to go watch that, okay?
Yeah.
Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video.
And if you would like to actually be on my show, Everybody's Crafty, you're welcome.
Signify in the comment
to comment.
section.
Yeah. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.